Over the past few months now, Republicans have been trying to attack and scare voters in many states in an effort to steal the vote this November. Luckily though, a Texas judge just dropped a major bombshell against a top MAGA Republican who is trying to interfere in this upcoming election. So make sure you stick to the end of this video to get all of the info on this new bombshell, and as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Now we'll first start with the voter interference in Florida, because humiliated presidential candidate Ron DeSantis has created something called an election task force. Now you might be thinking, is this task force providing more polling stations, helping people get registered to vote, or investigating threats to votes? No, they're not. They are instead threatening and harassing voters who don't agree with Ron DeSantis. One example of what they're doing is going door to door to everyone who signed a petition to put more abortion rights on the ballot. They are asking them to verify their signatures and are harassing them as if they have committed some sort of crime. In an interview with The Guardian, one Floridian who signed the petition had this to say: "The experience left me shaken. What troubled me was he had a folder on me containing my personal information, about 10 pages. I saw a copy of my driver's license and a copy of the petition I had signed. And in a Facebook post, they said it was obvious to me that a significant effort was exerted to determine if indeed I had signed the petition. Troubling that so much resources were devoted to this. I wonder if the same could be said if the petition were for some innocuous issue." Let me be clear, trying to scare voters into think that they have done something wrong or that they should not have supported this ballot measure is blatant election interference. And across the Gulf, Republicans in Texas are also harassing their own people. Texas state officials have been fighting with voters for months now in many different ways. From raids on people's homes to trying to stop registration. Just take a look at this.
Last month, Paxton's office said in a press release that its election integrity unit launched undercover operations to look into reports of non-citizens being unlawfully registered to vote. Now, more Texas Democrats are joining the League of United Latin American Citizens, or LULAC, to say that the investigation was illegal and a misuse of power. Now, today, members of Congress held a virtual press conference joining LULAC to ask the DOJ to get involved. They say the raids targeted the homes of older Latinos and could intimidate them into not voting. They also say that the new suit against Bexar County we just mentioned could suppress votes. Austin Congressman Lloyd Doggett says the state's efforts could silence minority communities.
After constant voter attacks like these, last night Republicans were finally dealt a major loss by the courts. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton tried to sue Bexar County, which holds the major city of San Antonio. County officials mailed voter registration forms out to all unregistered but eligible voters in the area. Paxton argued that it was illegal for a country to encourage people to register to vote. A district judge who finally had enough of Republican shenanigans ruled that no, encouraging people to register to vote is not illegal. The judge also noted that the lawsuit was pointless because the forms had already been sent in the mail, and they weren't going house to house to confiscate people's mail. Republican efforts to try to intimidate voters will not work. And the fact that they are so worried about Texas and Florida may also be a sign that Democrats are on the rise in these large states. We all know what is at stake in this election, and Americans are ready to fight for their rights this November. Be sure to like and subscribe for more updates like this.